Okay, PMP Familia. How we feeling? How's everybody feeling? Everybody okay? Is everybody in one piece or at least a couple of pieces? Tony and I are trying to pick up the pieces ourselves over here. We had such a fun time last night. There's a great one of the things I love about Sly and the Family Stone is that Sly had the kind of vision to make sure that everybody in his band had a chance in the spotlight, either like a lead vocal or like a solo on their given instrument. And he has a song, actually. Sly Stone has a song called Everybody's a Star. And I feel like that was the theme for last night. Like the PMP Familia, dude, Tony, all the stars came out last night because you guys are stars, man. Everybody, I mean, Tony, we can do a roll call, but I really felt like it was like our red carpet, PMP Familia, all the stars came out last night. How you feeling, Tony? I know you were having a good time last night, my friend.
Oh, I had a great time, dude. And pounding beers because of Aaron Judge's golden sombrero. But Paulie, I got to be a producer guy real quick.
Look at this. Look at this. We're not even 2 minutes in. You're barking. What do I got to do?
I got to do it. You look great, but can you play a soundbite from your soundboard real quick?
Sure. Let me do shout out to Neil Denardi. And by the way, shout out Lauren. You know what I mean? Lauren Denardi.
Yes, Lauren, the whole crew. I don't know if it's going to work. That's why I'm worried. Just play one real quick.
Let's see. Because this is on behalf of myself to the Denardis.
Yeah, it's not working. You're not going through your microphone and your soundboard's not working. So
awesome. Have no idea why. Haven't touched anything. What do I do?
Happens every now and again. I think you got to turn off your Rodecaster and then turn it back on and then come back in. So
I'm going to leave the stream too because that might have something to do with it too. By the way, Tony will entertain you for the next minute or two. I'll be right back, y'all. Who knows what's going on?
Hey, I'll do some cartwheels. We'll have some fun.
Yeah, juggle a little bit, tell some jokes. By the way, the other thing with Tony before I go is, and I love that I'm not coming through the soundboard because Tony, in my headphones, everything sounds great. I'm in, I got the mic on. I want to say that who knows what's going to happen, but I'll be back. And last thing. So my gear is, I guess, crapping out today. And the best part is, if you notice, Tony's holding a microphone. There's no stick.
Yep, holding.
Perfect.
Yeah, holding because my mic was used for the broadcast last night, and there's a piece that I need back. But I'll talk to Dom.
Oh yeah, that's
Dom
what I think.
Amazing.
No, Dom, we got to do a whole tribute show for Dom. And by the way, Tony, I got to tell you what you're doing right now. That piece that you're missing, I think that's the piece that I left in Las Vegas when I was doing shows from Vegas. When I was seeing the Dead at the Sphere, I left some stuff in the hotel room. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back, y'all. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. All right, y'all. So, hey, happy Thursday. We got Mark Cannizzaro coming up from the New York Posties. We're going to talk Yankees, Giants ball. Could it have started any worse? I don't know. Thank God Aaron Judge struck out 4 times and we could celebrate that. And we actually talked about that on Tuesday. And we said that we would pound beers if Aaron Judge for every Aaron Judge strikeout. Well, thanks to my buddy Charlie Neri and thanks to the Nutter, I was provided beers. I was provided the beer from Standard Deviant called Stud Light. Stud Light, great 4.2% lager they have there. And I was pounding those. And I didn't pound, I did 2. And then the third one, I'm like, come on, Judge, you're killing me with your third K. And then the fourth, I'm like, Jesus. So I did half a beer for the second, and I'm sorry, for the third and fourth strikeouts. But unbelievably good time. Are you worried about the Giants? I'm not worried, but I'm just like, what the hell? 3 hits, no runs. They were swinging at first pitches on Logan Webb in those first 2 innings where it looked like he was tipping his pitches somehow, some way, or they had his pitches, or they knew what he was throwing, like they knew what was coming. It felt like that. The way they were teeing off on him and jumping all over stuff and not waiting around for stuff. I was like, Jesus, do they know what's coming? So anyways, I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out, and thank you for those who joined on the live stream. And here, Paulie's back. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Okay.
How's this? How's that? Anything?
Try and play a soundboard.
For God's sakes, Tony! I don't need this today.
That's how we know.
Wait, jeez. Hey, by the way, what's up, Hacksaw Montana? Good to see you, bro. How am I feeling today? A little shaky.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are in better shape than we are. So, Red Jet Shell. All right, so much to do. Tony, what do I do? What do you need from me?
Play a sounder. Just play a soundbite.
Again, for the Denardi dynasty, the Denardis. Again, I cannot. You know what, Tony? Denardi for president.
You built it enough, though. It may not work, so they may not hear it. So hang on.
All right, damn it all to H. Here we go.
No.
God darn it to H.
Did you
What
turn
do I
off-
do?
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then I guess we're not gonna. You're gonna be a little tinny on the
No,
microphone.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Tony, stand by. What was the thing we used to do? Oh, system settings.
Go to the settings, dude, and check.
Stand by, audience. Stand by. We got to do
settings, Paulie. Go to system settings. Go to the Apple in the upper left-hand corner.
Thank you. Hold on. I'm doing it, Tony. You guys are getting. You want to see what goes on behind the curtain, folks? Here it is, as dysfunctional as ever. All right, system setting. Yeah, keep going. Now what? Yeah.
Now go to system settings. Then go to sound.
Sound. What would you do if I said there's no option for sound? I don't see sound.
There is. Yeah, there is.
Oh, it is. Good. Look, I got it. Sure.
Now
Tony
make
knows.
sure that your input and output are Rodecaster main stereo.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
Rodecaster Pro 2 main stereo. Make sure that those are selected.
Okay, Rodecaster Pro. Well, Tony, stand by. There's Rodecaster Pro 2 chat. There's Rodecaster Pro 2.
That's not what I requested. I requested
main stereo.
Yes.
Hold on. All right.
I'm being a producer.
Hey, Tony, am I going in Rodecaster 2 Pro main stereo input or output?
You're gonna do.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, Tony.
Okay.
I didn't hear you because you froze up, buddy. I'm not kidding. You froze up. Let's take two. Give me I don't know what you said.
Procaster 2 main chat or main stereo in both.
All right, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Everybody stand by. Everybody's okay. I think okay. All right, I got them both set to that. Now what?
All right, now it should make a difference.
Check 1, 2. I don't know. Let me. You know what? Let me turn the Rodecaster off one more time, and I'll be right back. Is that going to help? Yeah.
And check the settings. Yeah, and check the settings.
Which settings? The ones we just did?
Yes, to make sure that it's selected as Rodecaster. You can also.
Yeah.
Guys, PMP Familia, we are so sorry about this.
I am sorry. I'm not kidding. We didn't know this was going to happen. Sorry.
Yeah,
all right, I'm going to
usually cover this in the pre-show chat, but there was so much to go over in the pre-show chat about how much we wanted to recap last night and talk about the game and talk about March Madness and get ready for Mark Cannizzaro. So, Paulie, go. You know what you can do real quick, Paulie, too? See the settings wheel on the bottom of your screen right now inside.
Yeah. I like a good wheel. Yes.
Click the wheel is turning and it can't slow down. If the thunder don't get to the lightning will.
I'm in. What do I do?
Okay, now go to audio.
All right, hold on, buddy. Audio, he says. I don't see audio, man. Where's audio? I swear to God, I'm in the wheel. I don't see audio, though. I don't.
You click the wheel and you don't see general, camera, audio, visual effects, recording, hotkeys, layouts, guests.
I have all the things you mentioned, but there's no option for audio.
That's insanity.
I got general, accessibility, appearance, Apple Intelligence, desktop display, menus.
No. You go to the StreamYard settings thing.
Oh. Yeah. Settings. Now you're talking. Now you're freaking talking. Sorry, you guys. We're almost there. Hold on. Okay. Yes, Tony. What do I do?
Now click audio.
Yep. Got it.
Now make sure that both mic and speaker are Rodecaster Pro 2 main stereo.
Here it comes. Here it comes, folks. Watch this. How's that sound? I'm back.
Now we talk. Now play the freaking soundbite, please, for the Donardi clan. Please, for the Donardi family. Please.
After Tony, I've worked myself up into a sweat. Like that's how messed up this is. All right, hold on. For the Donardis, take 3.
This is my pizzeria.
Thank you. This is my pizzeria. Okay. All right.
All right. So only 9 minutes. Tony, it only took 9 minutes of airtime today to get the gear functioning properly. No. And listen, we don't have a road crew. I don't have an engineer. And the last guy, the last human being on earth you want sorting through wires and settings and apps would be me. So Tony, thank you.
The last, and what does she say? On earth.
Not if you were the last immigrant grocer on earth. Honey.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, our lips are so close. Not if you were the last immigrant grocer on earth. Honey. Yeah.
Incredible.
100%.
Incredible.
All right, Tony, roll call. Did we get to thank our friends when I was gone? I'm not sure. I missed it.
I started to just give thanks, but I also was venting about the Giants performance and how I feel like the Logan Webb was tipping off his pitches or the Yankees knew something.
You did say that early, dude. You dropped that in the second inning. You're like, I think Logan Webb's tipping his pitch. I can't even.
Well, the way they were jumping on him first pitch, man, like multiple hitters. And I'm like, usually when that's happening, they know something's coming. or they can tell something's coming by him tipping something off, and they jump on it because they don't know how many opportunities they're going to get in an at bat. So I just shut out in 3 hits, man. It's just rough stuff, Paulie. What was the stat I saw? I saw the stat. The Giants' 7-0 defeat tonight tied their most lopsided season opening loss since they moved to San Francisco in 1958. And the 3 hits were the fewest since 1965. So,
well, I'm kind of riffing here, but I'm also, there's like a dash of seriousness in this. Tony, I've decided this morning, Tony and I together collectively made a decision that we are officially blaming Netflix for this loss. I blame the Netflix kayaks. I blame the I don't know, baseball balloons they had floating around in the Cove. And then, Tony, on top of that, you know who else I'm blaming? And this is interesting because I'm actually kind of a fan of this guy, but I'm also going to blame Jameis Winston because what Tony, could they get a baseball player maybe? I don't know. Why does Jameis Winston, what does he have to do with like an opening day Major League Baseball broadcast? And again, I got nothing against Winston. I actually enjoy him. I think he's a funny guy. But Tony, what was like, maybe next time we can bring out Larry Zonka. You know what I mean?
It's the most bizarre to see him in the booth. And I also think there's the curse of Farhan that dealt with last night too, but Farhan being in the booth. But I don't. Is there like a clause in his contract where he has a minimum number of broadcasts that he has to participate on Netflix that they had to force him onto an MLB season opening night broadcast? The most bizarre thing. And he wasn't. I like Jameis Winston. I have nothing against Jameis Winston.
I like him too. Yeah.
And he can be entertaining and funny, but the stuff he was doing last night that I rewatched last night wasn't funny.
Well, I'll give you an example of good, funny, positive Jameis Winston. Remember when he was down in New Orleans for the Super Bowl and he was like riding around those cabs? He was like doing the bicycle cabs. That was some funny stuff. But again, it was a head scratcher. I just don't know what he was doing in the mix last night. By the way, my buddy Tom Stack, who we're going to do a spot for in a few minutes, one of our great friends at Sponsors, he sent me a text this morning and he was like, dude, I should have come to your party. He goes, because listen, and the only reason, like a lot of our friends were actually at the game. That would include Vicky from Metallica. That would include obviously Tom Stack and a lot more. There was just a lot of people at the game. So our party was for all the non-ticket holding Grateful Dead. Dude, Tony, you can see I'm a mess today, dude. I'm a mess.
I got a ride home. I gotta say, go ahead.
Sorry, just so Tom wrote me a note this morning and he's like, dude, I should have come to your party. He goes, instead, I went to the Giants games where I paid $90 for every Giants base hit. Okay, that's how he looked at the game. The Giants only mustered up 3 hits, folks, and he goes, each one of those hits cost me $90 for my ticket. So yeah, not exactly a happy fan base this morning, but on the other hand, it's in perspective. It's 1 of 162. A lot of Tony, as they say, a lot of ball left. A lot of ball left.
Dude, of course, 161 left. But I love Pine Needle, by the way, was a superstar, all-star last night at Standard Deviant. But Pine Needle checking in on the chat says Jameis Winston was a superstar pitcher in college at Florida State and throws about 98. I remember him being a pitcher at Florida State. But to your point, Pine Needle, great baseball mind, of course. If you play college ball at Florida State, you're obviously a badass. But I could give, not off the top of my head, but I'm trying to think of a laundry list of people that might have been available that played MLB.
How about Jake Peavy? How about Jake Peavy? How about Jake Peavy? He's on MLB Network a lot. He's a great talker. He knows the game. I think most baseball fans enjoy Jake Peavy, even beyond the Bay and San Diego, where he's real, and Boston. I mean, Jake Peavy is like a universally loved guy. And that's just an option right there. Somebody pick up the phone and call Jake Peavy. Instead, we're going to Jameis Winston. So that, it was a very unusual kind of night. Tony did mention early, and again, watching ball with Tony is always cool because he sees stuff that I don't see. And he did say early, second inning, Tony's like, I think Webb is tipping his pitches because they're all over him, like with zero hesitation, like they know what's coming. And the numbers, Webb, see, this is what I'm worried about this year. And I said this last night, is that Webb, I have a feeling he's going to think he's already like leads the MLB in innings pitched, and that's his mentality. He's got that Bumgarner throwback mentality. Like, I'm the starter. I'm going to bring you guys the win. And I love him for that. But I am worried that he's going to have to, in his mind, he's going to think I have to do a lot of heavy lifting this year because I don't know what's behind me in the bullpen. But Webb last night, 5 innings, Tony, 9 hits, 6 earned runs. Giants lose 7-0, obviously. And again, like I said, the Giants only mustered up 3 hits. So their bats were awfully quiet last night.
Paulie, you know what's crazy is when the Giants didn't score in the first inning, they had first and third. I was like, and by the way, I'm going to continue gushing over my guy Arise. The leadoff walk to start the season, I was so pumped about it. I've never been more pumped about a leadoff walk. And then Chapman batting second, and he gets on, and then the incredible base running by Chapman, the Devers pop fly that Chapman was able to get a beat on and get a read on and extend all the way to third base because you could tell that ball was going to fall. I mean, that is quality base running that I don't know. I don't think a lot of players would have made it to third on that pop fly because he could read. He was checking the trajectory and checking where the fielder was. And I'm like, damn, dude, he ended up on third. That's badass. So I don't know. Were you surprised to see Chapman in the 2-hole? I was.
We talked about that too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were surprised to see Chapman in the 2-hole. Now, Tony, just a couple of items real quick before we revisit last night, because we have videos, we have pictures, we want to show that stuff. And again, thank you guys. I'll get more into that in a second about the party because we had a great time last night. But Tony, this is for my own kind of clarification. Do we have an open musical assignment for tomorrow? Because we should announce that. I have an idea if it is. Are we open tomorrow?
Yeah, we do. We're open tomorrow because Carlos De La Fuente is going to be the gift from Corinne Sartoria, who was another all-star yesterday. She gifted a musical assignment to Carlos, but we told Los we have Scott Osler coming on. It's opening week. It's just too much going on. We'd love to give Carlos his due and give him center stage, not where he's competing with a bunch of other stuff. So I think next Friday we're going to do it.
I want to talk about Carlos too, because I had such a great time hanging out with Los last. I mean, I really did. I had a great time. I feel like Carlos and we're like blood brothers now. I just had a ball with him. But no, Tony, so how about this for an idea? That way the audience is all on the same page before we dive into today, because we do have Mark Cannizzaro coming up in a few minutes, a big Yankee fan, New York Post sports writer. You know Marky. We love Mark. So we'll talk about just the New York, the Yankee perspective, which, by the way, dude, when I flipped the TV on this morning, there he is. There's Stephen A. And what's he talking about? Aaron Judge striking out 4 times and going 0 for 5 on the big stage. It's a thing. It's a thing, man. I'm telling you. Aaron Judge, the only guy that can control or change that narrative is Aaron Judge himself.
I loved every second of it, Paulie. It saved opening day for us, man. It literally saved opening day for us. It really did. I mean, I think Arkansas Dave said the same thing. And by the way, Arkansas Dave, great to see you on the live stream last night, brother. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Paulie, I loved it. It saved the game because I was like, Jesus, dude. And I was looking back. Logan Webb had a very strong top of the first. I was just looking back at it, right? Do you remember he went 1, 2, 3, and then the second inning, the wheels came off, dude. And it was like, how? So Rice grounded out to second, then Stanton singled, then Chisholm hit by a pitch, then Caballero singled, not Steve Caballero, by the way. Then McMahon singled, then Wells singled, then Grisham tripled. Okay, like all those hits in a row. I'm like, God bless America. These guys are jumping all over him. So, and then by the end of the second or top of the second, it was 5-0. Like, Jesus,
Tony,
man.
only because time's a factor. I got to dive into some meat here. So, okay, music aside, just an idea. If you don't like it, swat this S away, and we'll come up with something else.
Hold on.
How do you feel?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go.
No, do what you're gonna do. Follow through.
You said swat it away. How about slap it away? There we go.
Give me one more.
There we go.
I need it so bad. I need a dozen. I need a baker's dozen slaps. All right, Tony. Also, only because you said you used the word save in multiple sentences leading up to that. You're like, oh, save this, save that, save this. Tony, greatest save songs of all time. Here they come. I only got 2 of them, but they're both classics. 1, Save Our Souls, Motley Crue, Theater of Pain. 2, yeah. I like that song. I like it. Dude, Save our souls for the heaven. Number 2, Pearl Jam, Save You. I love that song. I love Save You. Are you a Save You fan?
I love Save You. Are you kidding me? It's a fantastic, and it's an underrated Pearl Jam song and not one of their hits. I also got to throw into the mix, Paulie. Isn't it Save Me by Cinderella? Somebody save me.
Great track. Right? Great track. I love that. Save Me. Somebody save me. Great one. Yes.
Yeah, that's Kiefer at his finest. And then also, dude, sooner or later, your legs give out and hit the ground. Save it for later. Don't run away. Let me down. I love Dave Blakely.
How about Donna Summer, Save the Last Dance? Well, it's the last dance. Save the last dance? Or is that something else? Anyway, all right, forget all that. Tony, musical assignment for tomorrow, if you like it. Because baseball is beginning, it's the start of the season. How about this? Songs about starting, songs about the beginning of something, songs about something new. Yes, no, maybe. What do you think?
I like the save. Let's go.
What songs with save in the title?
Yeah. Isn't that what you were going with? Yeah.
No. Okay. So that's it. You guys got that? Everybody got that? Songs about saving yourself, saving something, saving the last slice of pizza for Neil and Lauren Tenardi, whatever it is. Songs about saving. That's where we're going.
Sure, that's what you were proposing. And I like it because baseball's saving me right now. I mean,
my proposal was really songs about the beginning of something, songs about starting, songs about beginning, songs about something new. Since baseball season, it's a new
that's
season.
Fine too. Let's do that. I love both ideas, and if you want to do the beginning, starting, let's go.
I think we should, because it's a little more open, and we've already kind of fired all the bullets on save songs. I don't know if I have any left. We already hit all the big ones.
Start Me Up is not allowed. Can I say Start Me Up is too easy? It's not allowed.
Sure.
Okay.
That's out.
Cool.
If you send in the proposal of Start Me Up by the Stones, Tony's going to send you a fine in the mail, $75
I'm going to put it in the Brandon Crawford, Andres Torres file.
By the way, speaking of fines, dude, I got away with it last night. The San Francisco Transportation Department or whatever, they couldn't catch me. Tony, I said the hell with it, because it took me a long time to get to the city last night. And when I finally got there, I found a spot right off. It was on 20th. It was on 20th, right near 3rd. And I was like, you know what? I pull in. It was too good to be true. And then I look at the sign, and you know what it said, Tony? 1 hour parking. Bro, I pulled in there and left it there for about 5 hours. No ticket. I got away with it. No ticket. Yeah. So good particles in the air last night. On that note, before Mark Cannizzaro, Tony, do we do a party recap, or do we do bummer brackets? How are we going to squeeze all this in? Tell me what to do.
Yeah, this is why I was texting with you and Dom before the show saying we really got to ration our show today, because we have so much recap stuff, and Marky Mark. I'm pumped to see Marky Mark back on the show. But first of all, Paulie, before we do anything.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Okay, Paulie, let's go. We've got Miriam. Miriam, so great to hang with you yesterday and see you and really break down a lot of music and sports.
Yeah, she's great.
Miriam is super, and she says last night's PMP hang was great. I love my new Broads t-shirt. Looking forward to the next PMP gathering. Miriam, thank you. Yeah, rep the Broads of PMP in the South Bay. And Miriam, thanks again for coming, and everybody, thanks for coming. I think we should do the recap after Cannizzaro, Paulie, personally.
Okay, that's fine. And then tomorrow, also, just looking ahead, we have another great sports writer, Hall of Famer, joining us. Scott Ostler will join us tomorrow on the program, and we'll talk about all kinds of stuff with Scott. But we look forward to that. Tony, because we are so jam-packed, why don't we...
Get business. Get business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Let's go. Stevie B's a super. And then we have Patty from Napa follow up Stevie B. Stevie B in great form last night as well. He says, cannot and will not be responsible for anything I said or did after the sidewalk pilgrimage.
Oh, my God.
To my conversational hostages. Coach Tom for MVP.
Thank you, Stevie B. Always a pleasure to hang with my Jersey brethren out there. That Stevie B is one of my favorite guys. He was on the show last night, too. We put him on the stream. And for all of you that were part of the stream, Rags, Patty, Arkansas Dave, I had a good session with Arkansas Dave last night. That was great, too. So thanks for participating, whether you were there in person or you were there in spirit. Tony, any other supers? Because I want to do a Coach Dan spot, unless you have more.
We're going to do Coach Dan's spot right after Patty from Napa's super. And she says, incredible job, everyone, especially Dom. It was so much fun watching you all. Yes, Patty, we missed you. We missed the Queen Broad of PMP. But again, Dom Peralta, thank you for setting up the live stream. And thank you for setting up the merch table, selling the Grateful t-shirts, selling the Broads of PMP t-shirts. The stickers were out, and it was great, man. And it was so great to see people rocking the new gear. And if you didn't get a chance to get any yesterday and couldn't make it to the opening day watch party at Standard Deviant, go to our merch page, go to YouTube at Polymax Particles. Please like and subscribe while you're there, as it says on the crawl. And then when you're there, go to the merch page, which is below our bio, and you can pick up whatever you like, whatever you fancy, whatever tickles your fancy, Paulie.
Ooh. Yeah, tickle my fancy. I like that, man. Let's tickle some fancies. By the way,
sorry, we're going to continue tickling fancies with one more super from another all-star from last night. Everybody was an all-star last night. We got a great list of people that we're going to thank for coming. Red Jet Shell is a super, and Red Jet Shell, I got your email with your pictures. We're going to show those later in the show. I got Pine Needles video. I got Shank's video. I've got Noemi's pictures. I got Leah's pictures. I got Juan Santa Maria's pictures, and Red Jet Shell says, I had a great time yesterday. Thank you for welcoming me. Smash that like. Red Jet Shell, it's like
our
you'd
pleasure.
been there all along. It's like you had been there all along. So it's
shout
great
out
to
that
meet you.
shout out that corny ballad from the 80s. You were with me all the while, or whatever it was called. Who was that?
Is that Richard Marx? With
it might be. Why not? Today it is. Today it's Richard Marx and Red Jet Shell. The pleasure was ours. It was really nice to meet you, and thank you for coming out. Thanks to everybody for coming out. Thanks to Jim and Dave, the Santa Cruz Mafia, not only for coming and hanging out. I really do love those guys. I love the Santa Cruz Mafia, but dude, they brought another piñata, and we'll get into that after Cannizzaro. We had a Shohei Ohtani piñata last night, and we all took a few hacks at that bad boy. That was a lot of fun. Okay, Tony.
Hold on. Shohei Ohtani piñata filled with goodies, Paulie. Lots of earthy goodies.
Not just earthy goodies, things to quench your thirst as well, because at one point I picked up a bottle of Jose Cuervo. I'm not kidding. A Cuervo Golds, to be exact. That came out of the piñata.
By the way, I got a ride in Shanks. I got a ride in the NorCal refrigeration and HVAC van yesterday from Longbridge to Standard Deviant. He was going down there. I said, you know what, dude? Can I get a ride in that thing? And so we did. And there's the new sticker. Probably grab that and put it up on the screen. Can you pull it up?
This is from HVAC himself. I'm now sporting I'm repping on the show.
See, I love it. Great logo. He's got stickers. Shank is just an incredible dude. The Santa Cruz connection to Soccer Bowl and Shank. Come on, man. And then they bring I cannot believe they followed up the Mahomes piñata with a Shohei Ohtani piñata. That's freaking amazing. So thank you, boys. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for the supers today. And thanks for coming last night to Standard Deviant. And Peter, the bartender, was phenomenal yesterday. We'll get into that.
Dude, with the Garcia shirt on, then he threw on some Peter, dude. I was thanking him at the end of the night, Tony. Did you notice when we were talking to him, we were hanging out near the end, he threw on some Springsteen. He threw Rosalita on for me. I'm like, dude, thank you, man. All right,
dude. Yeah. Probably one last thing before we get to Dan Coach Emilio. John Joseph says, come on, Tony. NorCal's van has an official name. So you know what, Paulie? I'm just going to say it. Shank said, Tony, can I give you a ride in the Vangina? And I said, yes, I can. Yes, you can give me a ride in the Vangina. And he has that as his front license plate, Vangina. So
okay,
it's the best.
I don't question HVAC. I roll with them. That's all. No, I support him. I support the whole Santa Cruz movement. All right, Tony, Dan Coach Emilio, for God's sake, securemoney.com. Now, sadly, Dan couldn't be with us last night in person, but he was with us in spirit. And I still want to get Dan back on the show to talk Giants. We'll have to move that to next week. It's just been too busy. But Humdinger, I see you over there. How you feeling today, kid? You all right? the strutting of a Humdinger last night, and then the sessions behind the Longbridge truck. There was a lot going on over there. The sidewalk session, Tony. There were two sessions back to back. It was like a double header, and I played both games, by the way. Anyway. I did, and I went like 4 for 4 in each game. I was very successful.
I had one of the candies that came out of Shohei Ohtani. Let's put it that way. I was chomping on one of the delicious herbal candies that were inside of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, I walked out of there with one of those as well. Anyway, Dan Coach Emilio, listen, we love Dan. He is a great guy, awesome Giants fan, great baseball mind, and also a great financial mind. See, that's the thing with Dan Coach Emilio. He is here to help all of us out as a financial advisor. In fact, you know what? It came up a few times last night. People were talking about money and how am I going to get through this period? And it's also expensive. I was like, you know what? Good thing for you and me and all of us that we have a couple of financial wizards in our roster. One of them would be Carlos De La Fuente, and the other is Dan Coach Emilio. Both of these guys can do a lot of good for you, your business, your family, your future. Starting with Dan, though, and securemoney.com. Start by going to his website. Check him out, securemoney.com. One of the first things you will find on his webpage is kind of Dan's manifesto, like his mission statement, which is, I value my customers and my clients, and I'm going to bend over backwards and break my back to do everything I can to get them in a better financial situation than when they came to me. He is in the business for over 30 years, Dan Coach Emilio is, and he is dedicated to providing his clients with honest service, great results that you deserve. And again, the two words to keep in mind, which is kind of the focus of Dan's work at securemoney.com, is safety and protection, meaning the money that you have coming in, let's protect that. Let's not lose that to, paying more taxes than you have to, which is something else Dan can help you with. He can help you find different ways to pay fewer taxes to Uncle Sam and more money in your pocket. And then the other part of it, the protection part, is once you get that money, dude, let's make sure we do some smart things with it. Let's not put it in some fund or some stock that's going to crash and plummet and then you lose all your money. It's about safety and protection and about growing the money that you have. And in that sense, Dan is going to work with you so you can maximize your income, pay fewer taxes. And then, Tony, just the checklist of all the adult kind of things we all have to kind of wrestle with now that we're well into our adult life, which would be stuff like retirement planning, life insurance. All you moms and dads out there, you want to protect your kids and their future. That's where life insurance comes in. IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollover. Dan can help you with all of that. And again, just some numbers for you. Dan has access to guaranteed options. He pays 7% on 2-year terms and 8% on 5-year terms. Again, president of securemoney.com. That's Dan Cochimilio, our great buddy and great sponsor. Check him out at securemoney.com. Have a conversation with him. Tell him where you are financially and what you would like to achieve over the next calendar year, or if you have a 5-year kind of vision, whatever it might be. Talk to Dan about it and let him go to work for you. I know that I think Neil Denardi and Dom and Patty are all preparing to do business with Dan. So if you have any questions, talk amongst yourselves. But you've seen Dan. He's been on the show. Super easy guy to deal with. And support his show, too. NorCal Dan on the NorCal Sports Network. Give him a call. 1-888-960-SAFE. That's 7233. 1-888-960-7233, or you can check them out online and email Dan at your leisure, which is dan@securemoney.com. Thank you, Dan, so much, brother. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, man, Paulie, this Marky Mark's in the green room, so we're going to get to him in a second, but I just want to say a couple things about Dan. You mentioned life insurance, Paulie, and I think that is a huge thing that Dan offers, that to give you peace of mind and to protect your family. So give Dan a call if you want to talk about life insurance and see what he can offer you, and to make sure to take care of your family if, God forbid, something were to happen to you. And then also, Paul, you mentioned his NorCal Sports Network. The guy's on fire, the NorCal Sports Network. Check him out on YouTube. He had Ned Coletti and Larry Krueger on last night. So great stuff. I think he's going to do a lot of post-Giants stuff during the season. So if you're looking for some post-Giants stuff, go to NorCal Sports Network on YouTube, or he's on socials too as well. He's on Instagram and Twitter as well. So check him out, NorCal Sports Network and Dan Cochimilio. Great baseball breakdowns you're going to get. And I promise you, you're probably not going to get Jameis Winston on his show talking baseball.
I don't know, man.
That's what I don't know. So maybe we can talk to Mark Cannizzaro about that, Paulie, actually.
Yeah, and thank you, Dan. We love you, buddy. I do. Let's bring him in. Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post is kind enough to give us a few minutes today. I know he's super busy, so we'll make this as quick as we can. But I do want to talk some Yankees-Giants with him. Ask him what was his view of like Jameis Winston, the whole Netflix production, and the way they presented the game last night. We were at a huge party at a loud bar, so I didn't get all the subtleties of the broadcast, but we can talk to Mark about that. So let's bring him in, Tony. Mark Cannizzaro, New York Post, great friend of the program. Where's his handsome? Oh, look at this. What are you in your car today, Mark? Yeah, I love this.
I am not only in my car, I'm at the Bon Jovi rest stop on the Garden State Parkway, dude. So that's where we reside right now. There's actually like a faux guitar outside here too.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, this is beautiful. Okay, for starters, you couldn't be in a more New Jersey spot unless.
Did I lose you? Can you hear me okay?
I got you, Mark. Can you hear us?
You sound great.
Yeah.
Marky, you got us?
Yes, I got you. I just lost you for a second there. I'm sorry about that. So
no worries.
No problem.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We got you, buddy. We got
you sound great.
You sound great. You sound good. You look good. And only since you
so
mentioned
a lot of things to unpack from yesterday, boys. First of all, I had serious FOMO not being at that brewer pub with you guys for the fan party, or being in the stadium itself. That would have been even better. No offense, but the Netflix.
Hey, Mark, you could have popped out of a taxi cab yesterday if you went to the game, maybe. And the way they had the players come out of the taxi cab.
That was disturbing, Tony.
Yeah,
it was disturbing, Tony. I don't know. Can we cater to the baseball fan? You need to Do we need all that stuff? I don't know. I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either, man. I really didn't get it either. And then the Giants are coming out of a cable car. I guess that's cool. And then Jameis Winston doing like man on the scene.
I'm feeling
stuff.
our connection's not great. Can you hear me okay, guys, or no?
You know what, Tony? Maybe Mark should leave and come back if he can. What do you think? We'll try another. You want to do that?
Sure.
Coach him, tell him, yeah.
Yeah, Mark, why don't you just drop off? I'm going to remove you from the studio. You can drop off and try, and then you can try and re-sign in, and we'll try it one more time. I don't know if you heard that. So I'm going to remove Mark. Yeah.
Okay. Take him out.
Here we go.
And Mark, we
yeah,
love
maybe,
you. And
maybe
just
it's in the
know,
car.
and
Yeah.
Mark, no, if this, we'll bring you back. If it doesn't work, you're relieved for the day. Don't worry. We won't keep you too long. But I appreciate Mark trying to, and that's for you, Patty. He's at the Bon Jovi rest stop. You believe that, dude? Tony, I didn't even know there was one. There's a Bon Jovi rest stop. Rags, do you know about this? Did you endorse that, Rags? The Bon Jovi rest stop? Is it on the Garden State Parkway? Is my guess. Stevie B, you got anything to report on this? I know nothing about it. Can I get a Richie Sambora? Can I get a Richie Sambora rest stop next? That's what I'm pining for, Tony.
Phenomenal. I love it, dude. Can we get a Springsteen rest stop out there? I don't know. Might be something worth checking out. But good to see Mark, even if it was for a brief moment. And if he tries to join back in, we'll get him back on the show. But Paulie, back to the James, the whole dancers on the taxi cabs and
I didn't need the dancers. I enjoy dancing, and I liked, solid gold dancers, whatever. I enjoy dancing. Yeah. I don't need dancers out on the baseball field. I just don't need it. I don't think anybody does, frankly.
Oh, dude, by the way, I see Danny Baby Huey on the chat. He says, I saw Billy Joe last night. Danny, I saw the videos of Green Day showing up, or was it just Billy Joe, at the Cornerstone in Berkeley? And I think they played as under the band name The Cover-Ups.
When they do all cover songs, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So how great is that, man? So good for you dude, Danny, if you ever want to know anything about Green Day, follow Danny, Baby Huey on Instagram, and you will be well informed. So good to see you on the chat, Danny. But Paulie, back to the broadcast. I did like the smoke flag. Did you see the smoke flag during the national anthem? Did you catch that?
I didn't see it live, but I saw it this morning. It looked pretty awesome. That was well done. Yeah,
pretty sweet. So that was pretty cool. I just didn't need the whole dancing on top of the taxi cabs. And did you see Brock Purdy's first pitch? Hell of a first pitch by Brock Purdy too. So I thought that was good vibes. Obviously the vibes were not good as the ball game continued, but Purdy looked like he had thrown a few innings on the mound as a high schooler or a college kid.
Tony, stand by for updates on Baby Huey's night out with Green Day last night. I've got photographic evidence in my hand, courtesy of Huey. I'm going to show it to the audience right now. And first of all, what you're about to see is not one, but you're getting Baby Huey and his brother, who I'm a big fan of. And shout out to Danny, aka Baby Huey. He's wearing an Ozzy Osbourne shirt, and they're flanking Billy Joe. So I guess this is from last night at the Cornerstone. I got to play at the Cornerstone once. I played with the Freestone Peaches there. Also, cool shout out to Jeff. Totally cool venue. And thank you to Jeff Faust for coming out last night too. Anyway, folks, here you go. Here's Danny with Billy Joe from Green Day from last night.
Phenomenal. God, Billy Joe just doesn't age. He looks the same.
I'm telling you, dude, that's my whole mission kind of theory and statement in life, which is music is the fountain of youth.
Yep.
If you play music, you stay connected to music. You like to dance to music. You're a patron. You're a musician, whatever. I swear to God, I really do think there's something to that. How else can Mick Jagger be running around the stage? He's 82 years old. How is Bruce Springsteen about to go on another tour? He's 76. I'm telling you, there's something to it. Stay plugged into music. It'll keep you young. I'm buying. I don't know if you guys are buying what I'm selling, but I'm going with that. Congrats, Huey. It looked like a good time. I hope you got Green Day covering Surrender by Cheap Trick last night, because I know they do that sometimes. And I like their version. Yeah.
Hey, Paulie, real quick, Jerry Garcia checking in because Mark Cannizzaro is back in the green room.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
Okay, so a simple life, a good life, and an uncluttered life. I feel like that Mark Cannizzaro, we can give him a second chance.
Take two.
Take two. I'm going to bring him on. You ready to rock, P?
Absolutely. Right. Yes.
Let me get rid of that. Let me get Marky Mark back on. Marky Mark.
Oh, look at this. Whole new background. Okay. Yeah. Phase 2 of our Mark Cannizzaro interview. Yes.
So phase 2 is I'm now inside of the Bon Jovi rest stop here in New Jersey on New Jersey's own Garden State Parkway, where they have Wi-Fi. So I was in my car, and apparently our cell service wasn't good enough. So my apologies to our listeners and to Tony, who was Tony was probing with a very good question there, and I feel like I let him down. So
no, dude. And Marky, thank you. See, that's that like New Jersey Bruce Springsteen work ethic right there. You have a little problem, you have a little sound issue, no problem. Cannizzaro is going to make it work. He will find a way to get connected, and you did. And thank you for that. And real quick before Tony jumps in, Mark, are you aware of the fact? I'm not making this up. Are you aware of the fact that Bon Jovi has been driving Bruce Springsteen to E Street rehearsals? That's the most Jersey shit I've ever heard in my life. You know what I mean?
And not only that, but it's at a little auditorium in Ocean Grove, New Jersey, which, you know, Paulie, you're a native, so you would know. Ocean Grove is this kooky little town that's adjacent to Asbury Park. It's probably, you could hit like a 9-iron from there to the carousel, you know, the famous carousel, you know, and in Asbury. And that's where he's been rehearsing. And it also, by the way, a little known fact, not down here, but for you guys, that Ocean Grove is a dry town.
Oh boy.
So no booze.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Which is it's very ironic being, you know, adjacent, and I mean literally adjacent to
Tony, do something. What do we do?
Mark. Oh no.
I think Mark, you know what? I don't even know if you can hear us. We just had some unspeakable
Look at the smile though. It froze on a phenomenal Mark smile though. At least he's just got a grin that makes me so happy. Look at that.
Oh my God, Tony.
Real Wi-Fi, boys. Are we back or no? Can you hear me? Are we back or no? Are we back?
Tony, bring his level down. Yeah, Marky, I'm so sorry. Let me text Mark. Let me text him.
Yeah, text him right now.
Let me take care of it. Tony, you talk to the crowd, and I'll leave. Hey, you know what? Our most screwed up show of ever. Of course, it's today after our crazy party because we're all kind of on you. Stand by. Let me talk to Mark. Tony, you do the show for a minute.
I will. Stevie B, I see your comment. Do something is the funniest request in the world. You are absolutely right. Tony, do something.
Well, I don't know. What am I going to do?
Hey, how about this? Paulie, text him, and I'll talk to the show. Hey, PMP Familia, Giants, do something. They better bounce back tomorrow, man. And having the off day today, I don't know if that's good or bad, because I would love to get back on the diamond after losing 7-0, but they have an off day today, back tomorrow, back Saturday, and then off on Sunday, which is really bizarre. So it's just you know, and Paulie and I were talking about the Jameis Winston factor, the red kayaks in McCovey Cove. I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, Netflix is red, so they have the red N. And I was wondering about those people in the kayaks. Were those Netflix employees that like, ooh, we're going to put all of you in like all of your names in a hat. We're going to draw your name, put your names in a hat. And whoever's name gets drawn, you're going to be in a Netflix kayak. Woo, yay. I'm wondering if that's what they did at the offices of Netflix down in Silicon Valley. Probably. But back to Judge striking out 4 times. Loved every second of it. I got to tip my cap to Max Fried. The dude's nasty. Left side.
He was pitching his ass off, dude. He was locked in. Yeah.
Just, I mean, phenomenal pitcher. And I think it was Los Carlos and I were talking about like we should be worried that Fried's on the mound. Like him starting that's a tough opening day assignment, man. Max Fried on the mound. Dude, Mark is back in the green room. Do you want to try a third time's a charm? Oh wait.
Okay, I just texted him and told him he was free. He was off the hook, but let's try this one more time. Oh, hold on. Let me see what he says. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. I really am.
Hey, Paulie, this is what we're just keeping it real. You know what? If you want like slick production and you want like everything to go properly well, then you're at the wrong show, basically, because we're flying by the seat of our pants. And it's the best. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way, Paulie, to be quite honest.
Stand by for Mark Cannizzaro's latest reply, and then we'll kind of proceed from there. I just told him he's free to go. I told him he had feedback. It was squealing. It was crazy. So I was like, Mark, you can go and enjoy your day, and we'll reschedule soon. But right now, Paulie,
I got Kenny Loggins. I think it's Kenny Loggins from Footloose when he says the song "I'm Free." Heaven helps the man. I'm free. Dun, 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 dun. When's the PMP watch party for Footloose at the Castro Theater? That's what I want.
I'll tell you when. I'll tell you when it is. It's going to happen right after we have the watch party for Greece, because that's got to happen first. You know?
Do we like do a double feature, Paulie? I don't know.
I think Greece is a standalone. I think you got to let Zuko rule the night. I don't think I want Zuko competing with Kevin Bacon from Footloose. You know what I mean?
Well,
all right, hold on. Here's Mark's reply.
Yeah.
He's apologizing. See, now I feel bad. I knew this was going to happen. He's apologizing to us. He goes, damn, Paulie, I'm so sorry. I thought the quiet of my Jeep would be good. I went inside for better service. There was Wi-Fi. That didn't work. Apologies. No, dude. We're going to call it off for today. We'll be free Marky back into the wild. Yeah. One more time.
Man. Oh, good. And Paulie, because this is how we operate on the show, Paulie, because it's just
Rules are, there ain't no rules.
okay. And Patty from Napa checking in as a super, and she says, "Oh wait, sorry, that's Grease Kaffler. That's the song we did for Grease Lightning."
Oh, dude, the greatest. Why this ball club could be automatic, systematic.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Grease Kaffler. Yeah.
Patty from Napa is a super. She says, definitely a possessed rest stop with the John Bon Jovi
Did
rest
John
stop.
have his hands? You know what it was, Patty? I'll tell you exactly what just happened. Thank you for that kind of wisdom. See, Patty comes in and puts the wheels right back on. That was the universe slapping me around for being so disrespectful to John Bon Jovi. And I think that's what that was.
Nice.
The universe was like, okay, all right, smart guy. You want to make fun of Mr. Wanted Dead or Alive himself? You want to make fun of Mr. Bad Medicine himself? Mr. You Give Love a Bad Name? Well, here's what I got for you. I'm gonna condemn the show with a bad connection at the Bon Jovi rest stop. Patty, I had it coming. As far as I'm concerned, I had it coming. There's no question the Bon Jovi.
Another thing coming. Dude. So, by the way, did you see the news? Did you see the news that I think somebody sent us this morning, Paulie, that William Shatner is asked what's his name? I'm blanking on his name now. The lead
Rob
singer of
Halford?
Judas Priest. Yeah, Rob Halford to record an album together. Yeah, to record an album together.
You want to know what? I'll buy that record. That's a record I'm interested in hearing. I'm not kidding. That's it. You got Shatner and Halford on the same record. Sign me up, dude. Sign me effing up. Tony, you know what else you can sign me up for? Dental service with Dr. Young. That's what you can sign me up for. In fact, I'm going to kind of let you take the wheel on this because I know your better half, Megan, was just in there on Tuesday, like literally 2 days ago. I'll give you a couple of broad strokes, and I'll let Tony tell you about Megan's latest experience. But Dr. Matt Young, another guy who was absent from our party last night, only because he was in Buffalo with his dad. He is from Buffalo originally, and he was spending some time with his father back there. So he sent his best and his regards, and we all love Dr. Matt Young, great Giants fan and phenomenal dentist here in San Francisco for over 25 years. He's been a good friend of mine for over a decade. Tony is now under the very, very handsome spell of a Dr. Young, the tan, teeth, the hair. It's a trifecta of handsome power: hair, teeth, tan. Boom. That's it. Now he won. You know what I mean? He won the lottery.
He wears like slim fitting V-neck shirts that are almost like, God, the physique, man. The physique.
I forgot about the V-neck, dude. He was rocking a V-neck at one of our that was the night I was like, God damn, I'm thinking about maybe making a move on this guy myself. I'm kidding. But anyway, Dr. Young.
Do you remember real quick, do you remember the trend called deep V, the deep V shirts? Do you remember those for like a year? They're like, it was a deep where the V went really far down, and the kids called them deep Vs. I want a deep V, bro. And I was like, dude, I want nothing to do with the deep V, dude. That's all.
All right. Anyway, Tony, sorry. I'm talking to Mark Cannizzaro. I'm doing spots for Dr. It's freaking chaos today. Anyway, Dr. Young, comprehensive dental care available to all the PMP Familia members, cleanings, fillings, implants, veneers, regular checkups, stuff like that. If you do have an emergency, obviously call the office. They'll schedule you ASAP when it comes time to get your coverage. And that's the other thing. So, and I hope you're not one of these people, but I know it's likely that we do have some people in our audience that, and you know what's so crazy, dude? I think I was talking to Captain Leisure about this last night. He was saying, like, I would love to retire, is what he was saying. He goes, but the only reason I'm still working, he goes, I don't even need the money. He goes, the only reason I'm still working is health insurance. I need the coverage. And he's like, it's either that or I'm just going to go to like, Home Depot and get a job there so I can have health coverage. That's the thing. I know a lot of premiums have skyrocketed. I know a lot of people have lost their health insurance. So if you're kind of like trying to find your footing or you've been forced to find another network, This is a perfect chance to talk to Dr. Matt Young and get on the good foot as far as dental coverage goes. Because I'm telling you, you're never going to want to see another dentist after you visit Dr. Matt Young. 415-392-8611. Email Dr. Young as well at your leisure anytime. It's super, super easy guy to talk to. And Tony, that would be, why can't I find his email address? There it is, info@youngdentalsf.com. Thank you, Dr. Young, so much. Hope you're having a good trip in Buffalo. And Tony, quick word about Megan's experience. How did she do?
Quick word is that her experience was delightful. I mean, she said she went in because she was having some pain after her procedure a few weeks ago. And Dr. Young was like, well, let's get you back in here right away. And so they made time for her. And of course, Dr. Young checks in before the appointment, after the appointment, make sure Megan's okay. Megan requested some Fleetwood Mac. So getting some Fleetwood Mac in the headphones while Dr. Young was doing his thing, and just made sure that she was as relaxed as possible. And Megan she's more apprehensive about the dentist than I am. And so he made sure that she was good to go. Both of my kids now see Dr. Young. And Paulie, you mentioned it about the insurances. The Young Dental SF group takes most insurances. So if you're worried about that, don't let that sway you. Give them a call, 415-392-8611, 415-392-8611. And Paulie, finally, and again, they're open 7 p.m. to weeknights and 4 p.m. on Saturdays. So they're available and they're open, and they want to make sure that you have the time to go see the dentist. Because Dr. Young has said it to me, he said it to other people. Guess what? Do not put it off. Do not put it off. What's going on in your mouth? Because I did. I don't know about you, Paulie, but I put it off for a while. And
I've been there, and that's something I haven't done since I've seen Dr. Young. But yeah, I had a long gap where I hadn't gone for a very long time.
And finally, Paulie, that is the deep V. Okay, that's the deep V that was a trend for a while. I guess they still make them. So that's the deep V.
Let me tell you what Tony's doing right now. This is creative Tony at his best right here. When he's adding to the show, like I didn't see this coming at all. I did not see this coming. But you want to know what? That actually might be Dr. Young's torso right there. He's got the tan skin. He's got the muscle tone. I mean, that easily could be Dr. Young posing in that shot right there. That's great.
And then somebody who can get away with it is Dr. Young. Or as Robot Centaur said in the chat, Gabe Kapler, right? Gabe Kapler could probably, maybe Tony Vitello too, could maybe get away with it too.
Robot Centaur and his wife Megan, we were at the party last night. Those guys were great. Diana saying, Diana 4515 goes, Jimmy G could wear that easily. I agree. Jimmy G. I still have a crush on Jimmy G. Anyway, shout out to Robot Centaur and Megan. They have a new Centaur on the way in just a few weeks. And
3 weeks, dude. It's great. I'm so excited for them, man. They're going to be the fourth Centaur, Paulie.
I kind of admire them as a couple. They just seem to have it figured out. They're like in total harmony with each other, it seems like. And he had a great idea for a show because we were like, I wonder if we're going too far on this stream. You know, we're drinking, we're talking about all kinds of nefarious stuff. And then Robot Centaur goes, dude, I got an idea for you guys. Why don't you launch a show every once in a while, special occasion called PMP After Dark? And and check this out. And I was like, I don't know if Kron would like that. He goes, no, we're going to cut Kron off. We'll cut the cord with Kron for the After Dark broadcast. Anyway, I like the idea. I really do. I like that idea. All right.
It's a great idea, dude. You let it fly. Let everything fly, you know?
So because no Marky Cannizzaro today, we do have why don't we just go right to the recap? Let's show some pictures. Let's review last night because it really was so much fun. Jeff Faust, Nikki DiFrancesco, Noemi, Corinne, Red Jet Shell, Los D. I'm not sure if Los D's on the chat right now, but
Paulie, I think he's having lunch with Corinne as we speak right now. Los D is having lunch with Corinne. And I spoke to Los D this morning, and he was going to try and stop by Longbridge, and he still might, but he's visiting Corinne for lunch. And Paulie, you mentioned Neil Donardi earlier in the show, and I want to give Neil. Guess what Neil's doing this afternoon? He's going to be down at the SAP Center in San Jose, watching his Arizona Wildcats take on Arkansas in the tournament in the Sweet 16.
Nice. Hold the phone. I didn't know Donardi was an Arizona Wildcat.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a Wildcat. Yeah. So when I took, that was another reason why I took that for Tolbert and for Donardi. We're getting Donardi Tolbert vibes with the Arizona Wildcats. So go with that. There's no other reason to root everybody. Root for Arizona.
I'm about to ask you a 49er Arizona question, and I don't think I can answer it myself, which is weird. I usually can give you at least one guy. Give me a 49er that's a product of the Arizona football program. Anybody?
Wow.
Takeo Spikes? No, he was Auburn.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course, Brandon Ayuk was Arizona State, Paulie.
Yeah, I'm looking for regular Arizona Wildcat ball. I don't know that I can come up with one. Anybody help us out here? Help us out with a Stevie B. Nobody? I don't know, man. I can't think of anybody either. All right, Tony, let's do this. I want pictures. I want video. I want a proper recap of the PMP opening night party last night. And also, while you're preparing all the visuals, Tony, I would like to also thank Standard Deviant.
Yes.
So our main contact over there is one of the owners, Mark DeVito. He was on a skiing trip in Utah last night. So it's funny, like a lot of our key people were absent, but anyway, he made the night happen really. So thank you, Mark. And also thank you, Peter, who was tending bar last night with the Jerry Garcia shirt on. You know, when I walked into Standard Deviant yesterday, they were playing Grateful Dead music. They were just pumping Dead over the loudspeakers. And then, you know, so again, thanks to Standard Deviant. They've been wonderful hosts to not only us, but the entire family. They really let us do as we please. It's like hanging out at home when you go to Standard Deviant. And by the way, it's an extremely dog-friendly establishment. There were dogs rolling around all over the place, barking. At one point, we were on the air, and there was a dog right behind me barking in the middle of the show. But thank you to Standard Deviant. They were phenomenal. And for those of you that were on hand.
Hold on, one quick update, Paul. You asked Niners who were Arizona Wildcats. Jacob Cowing, and Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. So there you go, buddy.
Great pull, dude. Flanagan Fowles. Flanagan-Fowles. Great last name. Yeah. And I asked, and you guys provided the answer. Thank you guys so much. Humdinger 87. I love Standard Deviant. I do too. I really do too. And it was great.
Great spot. Imagine that place when the mini spheres go in, man. It's just gonna be that little corner of the world is gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be incredible.
I have one last thing to say before Tony starts the visual presentation, is that Leah, a.k.a. Humdinger 87, you know how like when a plumber goes to work in the morning, he's got to bring like his toolbox. He might need a wrench. He might need like a screwdriver or different like, nuts or whatever. I don't know what these guys carry around. That's how Humdinger 87 approaches a night out with the PMP Familia. Dude, she comes with like a supply bag, like a medical bag. And inside that bag, there's all kinds of stuff in there. And she opened up the bag again last night, and there were a lot of us that were benefited from that. So thank you, Humdinger 87, for those sidewalk sessions. They were fantastic last night. All right, Tony, let's see it. Let's hear it. Let's see it. Let's relive it.
Humdinger also apologized for eating pizza on the live stream. I guess she was enjoying pizza on the live stream, but don't ever apologize for enjoying the greatness that is Neil Donardi and Longbridge Pizza's great pizza made right there out in front of Standard Deviant. I got a fresh mushroom pie right out of the oven. Oh man, perfect timing for it.
There were a couple of hot honey pies on the table at one point. There was a Polly Mac on the pie. Miriam, I think Miriam was eating. No, Miriam. I remember Miriam was like, because she had this one thing, it was all tricked out. I'm like, wow, what kind of pizza is that? She's like, that's the loading dock. That's my go-to. The loading dock. People love the loading dock, Tony. They do.
No question. That's your mom is cool. That's his favorite pizza, aka Mark Wiseman. He loves the loading dock. Mr. Donardi and Neil's brother were in Longbridge when I was there having a beer before I went to Standard Deviant. They were in there eating, and they ordered the loading dock. So if you're wondering what pizza the actual Donardis eat, they go loading dock as well, Paulie.
Okay.
Nice. So now here, we're going to start sharing the recap of the show. I'm going to start with pictures that were sent to us from Noemi Catalina, Lady Catalina, and I want Noemi to bring her hot sauce next time and sell her hot sauce at our next event because the stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
And, you can go to ladycatalina.com if you want to try and put in an order for some of the hot sauce, Polly. But this is the merch booth, just to start.
Sorry, Tony, real quick word on Lady Catalina real quick. It has been determined by the powers that be that oversee the entire PMP community. It's been decided that we're going to introduce a new category in our year-end awards when we do the PMP awards at the end of the year. And this one's inspired by Lady Catalina because she's always dressed so cool. And she has, like, without a doubt, the best collection of eyeglasses I've ever seen. She wears the coolest glasses. So we're like, you know what we got to do? We got to come up with the best dressed category. So look, and that's kind of inspired by Noemi. So look forward to the best dressed. We'll have an award for that at the end of the year. Sorry to interrupt you, Tony. Please proceed.
All good, man. And I'd love to see what would have who would win that. We'd have honorable
It ain't gonna
mention
be you
maybe.
or me. It ain't gonna be you or me. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Yeah.
No, dude, I was swinging a wiffle ball bat at the Shohei Piñata in Birkenstocks yesterday. I definitely am not winning.
You were
anything.
great last night. At one point, Tony and Leah were compared. I saw this. I just observed this. I wasn't even part of it. But at one point, like Low Steve was like, "What's Tony doing right now?" And I look over. I go, "I'm not really sure." And he was like hiking up his shorts and showing off his calves. And then he was looking at Leah's calves. They were having like a calf off. I don't know what that was. But you were doing some weird thing with your leg and Leah. I don't know. There was so much going on last night.
Well, Leah's got she's got like imagine Popeye's forearm as a calf, dude. And it's like I was like, Jesus. And I thought I had, I always liked the only reason I could run a little bit is because I had some calf muscles, but she just took me to school. Anyways, Paulie, this is the merch booth. These are Noemi Catalina's photos. Thanks for sending them in, Noemi. This is the merch booth where we were selling the t-shirts, the posters. And again, you can go on our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles, like and subscribe, and then click the merch tab underneath our bio, and all this stuff is available as well. Now, look at this. Look at this Stevie B and Pine Needle in mid handshake with Pine Needle's son, who we nicknamed Pine Cone last night. So that's a good shot of those two dudes, and the locks of a Stevie B just flying. Really
flying
in rotation. Here we go. This is before we started. I think this is Dom at the table, and there's Paulie and I. And in the background, you got Nikki DiFrancesco. You got Charlie Neri, aka Captain Leisure, and I think you got the Nutter. Yeah, and then there's the Nutter in the background too.
Don't sleep on the Nutter. Also, shout out. I don't know if we mentioned them today, but shout out to Stinking Badges. Or I've just kind of narrowed it down to Badges at this point for showing up. The Bullet Fest were on. The attitude was correct. So Badges, great to see you as well. Tony, keep them coming. I love this. Let's keep seeing stuff.
Just really quickly, Paulie, there's 2 cameras set up there, 2 tables with obviously the dressing of the table and all the merchandise. That is all Dom. Dom set up all of that. So kudos, Dom.
Dom, I can't say enough. I can't say thank you enough, dude. Thank you so much. You know what, though, Dom? I didn't get one of those shirts, man. I got to grab one of those Grateful shirts.
The Grateful shirts are bad ass. They're great.
I know a lot of PMPers were buying that shirt last night, and good on you. It helps support Dom's artistic efforts, and also he's creating the greatest merch. It's amazing. Like, really, the merch that he's done for this show is as good as any you'll see anywhere for any show or any business. So, Dom, thanks so much, man, for everything you did last night and just for hanging out and being a good dude. It was
Paulie, Boboso. I texted Boboso yesterday and a bunch of those guys the poster and said, "Hey, come on by a Standard Deviant if you can." And Paulie, Boboso responded saying, "Dude, your graphic designer is an ace." And ace was in all caps. And I was like, "You're damn right, man."
No, he really is. He really is. The shirt rules. Stevie B, the shirt rules. No question. Yeah.
Here we go. Look at this. Look at the greatness that's going on here, Paulie. Leah and Corinne, because Corinne brought a freaking Tupperware thermos of Manhattans. And I went up to the bar and I got really nervous. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a good, I don't know. I'm not a good, I don't know what to do here. And so then Leah goes, "Step aside, Tony." Corinne goes, "Yeah, let Leah handle it." And Leah got all these water cups. And then next thing you know, Corinne is pouring Manhattans into the red water cups.
She put one in my hand as soon as I sat down to do the opening broadcast with you. I had one as well, and it was really good. Thank you, Corinne, very much for doing that.
And look at that, Paulie. Also, she's got the bowl of cherries that she brought, and she's got little toothpicks where she's putting the cherries on the toothpicks as we speak right there.
She is like almost like she's like an angel on earth. You know what I mean? She's such a good human being. And she was telling me some crazy stories last night too. She's like, "Oh yeah, I live up here in San Rafael, and Corinne's in the next town over of Fairfax, which is like ground zero for hippie activity. Dude, you want to see hippies? Drive through Fairfax sometime. First thing you'll see when you drive through Fairfax is Barry Sless walking around in the tank top, just being like just the king, like the kingpin of all hippies over there, and a great guitar player, by the way, world class. But anyway, she was telling me last night, Tony, she was like, "Hey, do you know where she goes, do you know where United Market is in San Anselmo?" I go, "Yeah." I shop there all the time. She goes, "Yeah, there's like a little brick garage right next door to there. They do like auto repairs." She goes, "I saw Janis Joplin in there once." I was like, "What?" They used to, and she goes, "Before it became like an auto repair shop, they used to have gigs in there." She was like, "Yeah, I saw Janis in there." Anyway, carry on, brother. Carry on.
Yeah, Corinne's the best. Look at this shot. Look at this. Well, first of all, look at Captain Leisure in the background. First of all, just
nice. I see him. Good pull. Good pull. Yeah.
Hold on,
dude, I did some time. Tony, I did some time with Captain Leisure last night. I had a great time hanging out with him.
Look at Leisure in the background. Look at that look. Great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And then you got Red Jet Shell and Leah Phillips, Humdinger 87 in the picture with Paulie. Great shot.
I really enjoyed meeting Red Jet Shell. Now, I don't want to like expose anybody here if this is like forbidden. Do you know her real name? I didn't actually get her real name.
It's Michelle.
Oh, okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't know if she was like keeping that a secret or not. Okay, Michelle, Red Jet Shell, great to meet you last night. And Leah Phillips, of course, one of the all-time classics right there.
Paulie, she sent in some photos too. Red Jet Shell sent in some photos we'll get to in a second here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, look at this, and then an action shot, little action shot of Red Jet Shell and Leah Phillips, and then there it is, dude. I mean,
I like how you enlarged that. That was cool. Nice, dude. See, look at Tony producing his A off over there.
Look at this thing. That is Shohei.
It's got F the Dodgers right on the jersey, the piñata. I went right for the face. I don't know, Tony, I don't know if you remember this, but
I do.
I guess they give me the honorary first swing at the piñata, which I am honored for that, for being selected. And, the Santa Cruz Mafia, they gave me the bat, which, by the way, had a Tony's top 3 sticker on it. Which was awesome, right on the barrel of the bat. and Tony, I go, Tony, because last time, it took a while for us to open up the Mahomes piñata. Like we had to hit that thing like a dozen times, like full force. So I was like, okay.
I think this year they designed it to be like, you know what? Just give it a couple of whacks and let this thing just get beheaded.
Yeah, no, it was very user friendly. And I asked Tony, my baseball kind of spiritual guide. I go, Tony, where do I hit this thing for maximum impact? And Tony goes, right between the neck and the head. I go, done. Watch this. So my first hack was right at his grill, right below the neck. And then I think the second one opened it up a little bit. I think the second time I hit it, I think we got some stuff coming out.
So there's a video that we'll show at the end of this. That's kind of will be it'll culminate to the video that Dave Shankland, we call him Shank, but NorCal Refrigerator and HVAC put together, who also put this piñata together with Jim's Soccer Bowl. Those two dudes rule from Santa Cruz. They rule. So those are Noemi's picks. Thank you so much for sending, Noemi. We're moving on. Now we're going to go to, here, I just have a couple of picks myself.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Do your thing.
Hold on. Do you see this guy? Hold on. Do you see this guy?
I do. Who is this? I don't remember seeing this dude last night. Who was that?
So that's at Longbridge before, and I'm having a beer with Charlie, aka Captain Leisure, with Carlos De La Fuente, Fuente's brother-in-law, and Captain Leisure's buddy Jerry. We're always having a beer, and all of a sudden this guy just walks in, dude. Like it's like no big deal. The guy just walks in. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? So then I said, I got to take a picture, and then he actually takes the jacket off, and Los goes, bro, put the jacket back on, bro. Put the jacket back on.
Who said that?
Carlos, dude.
Yeah.
Best. Oh, it's so good. We'll get to Carlos in a second here too, but that. And it's funny, Leah Phillips and I both took this picture. I didn't know she took it, but I saw it when I show her photos. It's the droopy, floppy disco ball. That's at Standard Deviant. I think it's one of the coolest things ever. So I took a picture of it. Do you know where that is, Paulie? On the top above the bar?
I do. I like that thing. It's like a melting disco ball. Yeah.
If I saw that thing under the influence of certain things, I don't know if I'd ever stop looking at it, honestly.
Certain things. Yeah.
Look at the Centaurs. I had to get a picture of the Centaurs, Megan and Fareed. Look at that shot. Like you said, Paulie, just harmony. That is a picture of marital harmony right there. So happy for them.
They seem to have figured it out. I do. I admire them. And congrats, you guys. Can't wait for the announcement, the baby announcement. We'll be all over that here on the show. Okay.
It'll be the first PMP baby. And then look at this. This is not from yesterday, but this was sent to me today. This is Big John, the guy who runs the building here that Longbridge is in, American Industrial Center. He is in Cincinnati for opening day of the Reds, and they shut the town down. This is a parade that John went to before the game today, where there's no school, nobody works, nobody goes to school, and this is a picture he sent of him meeting Johnny Bench, which is the coolest.
That's pretty freaking awesome, man.
Isn't that rad?
Awesome. Yeah.
And, John said he just wants to share a word to the audience. He said that I gotta get to this video. Sorry, Paulie. Let me get to Leah's.
Take your time. You're doing good, man.
I want to get to Leah's picks here. This is the first one. Look at that. But he did say on text, he said, mark my words that skip spring training and go to Cincinnati. What do you say? He says, quote me on this. If you're a baseball fan, skip spring training 1 year and go to the Reds opening day. It's a celebration of the game. So
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
stuff. Now back to the photos, back to the matter at hand. This is Leah, Noemi, and Shank with Los D sipping on one of Corinne's Manhattans in the background, by the way.
Nice.
So,
Good call. Oh, I didn't see him. Good call. Good eye. Yeah.
yeah. But look at there's Shank right there and Noemi and Leah. Great shot. So keep moving along. Oh, then an action shot. More animated. Love it.
Shank rules, dude. I love those guys. The Santa Cruz boys. You got Soccer Bowl. You got Shank. I love both those dudes.
By the way, he was talking about a mariachi metal band that he wants us to come see in Santa Cruz. So, and
Why not? Why not? Yeah.
Totally down. Totally down. There's a picture of the Shohei piñata again. Look at I love the picture. I'm glad they found a picture of him not smiling either.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So good. And then here's just a shot. That is Mike Trela having a bite of Longbridge pizza, and there's Soccer Bowl on the left. And then you can see in the distance Corinne and Noemi on the mic in the live stream, just owning the live stream for a good time. And in the background there is the pizza setup, and in the far distance you see the pizza wagon across the street. So good shot, good action shot. And then Leah and Paulie, look at that. It's a good shot too. Leah Leo's good with the pics too. She's always thinking about pictures. And then here is Will Sparks and I. We were both wearing the Longbridge 12-year anniversary shirt. So good stuff. Great to see Will. And Will was very excited to be at the party and also share that Original Joe's and Longbridge Pizza both use his knives. So good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, and there we are again. The front of the Longbridge shirts. And then Will, Neil, and myself.
Nice.
And look at there's Paul in the background. Commanders fan Paul in the background.
Oh, nice. Good eye. Wow, Tony. Good eye. Good.
Yeah. And then, good group shot here. You got Charlie, a.k.a. Captain Leisure, Jeff Faust, Will Sparks, Soccer Bowl in the glasses, Paulie, myself, Leah. Good shots from Leah Phillips. And then then she took a picture of the droopy, what'd you call it, Paulie? A melting disco ball?
It's like a melting disco ball. By the way, where'd it go? Arkansas Dave is checking in real quick, Tony. He's complimenting you on your calves. He simply says, nice calves, Tony. So you've now got the PMP Familia admiring your calf tone, which is something I salute as well. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. I'm going to get to real quick. Dom sent me a couple of photos from Will Sparks, and look at this mid contact point, Paulie. Look at that shot right there. That is a great shot. And look, you did hit right under the chin.
That's where you told me to go. Tony told me to hit. I go, where do I hit this freaking thing? He goes, right under the chin, over the neck and below the jaw. I go, all right, stand back. Here it comes. I was afraid I was going to hit Will Sparks. He was standing so close to me. I was like, you got to back up.
Yeah. Also, Paulie, look at Coach
Fury behind that swing, dude. I can see by that look on my face. Like I meant business. I was trying to hit that fool. I really was.
100%. And you can see the Tony's Top 3 sticker on the barrel of the bat. And you can see Los's buddy, Coach Dom, in the background.
My God, dude, Coach Dom for life. That dude with the hat on, the orange hat, he was all over the place last night.
He was incredible.
Also, shout out to Carlos's other friend, and I'm a big fan of this dude, one of his friends from high school, Herman. Shout out to his friend Herman. That's a good one too.
We're both staring at Shohei, about to just tear it apart. That's a great shot, Will.
That's probably where you were telling me where to him. You were probably like, all right, Paulie, go for the neck, man. Go for the neck. Open it up. Look at that face, the chubby face over there.
Dude,
that's
so good.
Great.
So
Tony,
good. And then there's the shot of John with the handshake. There we go. Go ahead.
Keep that there for a second, because I have a kind of a production question for you. We have 2 spots left, and I don't want to stack them both up at the end. So why don't we do one now, and then we can finish showing the videos and stuff, and then we can do one more, and then we can wrap it up for today, because it's
beautiful.
Getting a little later. But let's talk about Carlos for a second, because Carlos De La Fuente and Flex Funding. Actually, you know what, Tony? Maybe throw a picture of Carlos up while we're doing this, just to show the man at leisure. Sure. Carlos, again, I don't think he's on the chat right now. There's Corinne. Hey, Corinne, I know Carlos is probably on his way up to see you right now. Carlos, you know what, Tony? Carlos reached out to me early this morning, and he was like, hey, man, I'm going to be driving up to your neck of the woods. I'm going to meet Corinne for lunch. Do you want to come? And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I want to come, but if I'm keeping it real, I think what I'm going to do after the show is I think I'm going back to bed. I got to be honest with you, too. I got to sleep it off a little bit. So I think I got to pass on that, Corinne. But thank you for everything, Corinne, last night. For real. we just love having you in the audience, and we love that you're one of our friends, and it's just always great to see you. And give Los D a big hug for me. I want to talk about Los D and the services that he provides right now. I haven't seen that in a while. That made me. Can I get the one with the shades on, please? Can I get the shades?
Of course. So we'll just rotate back and forth.
Let me see. Yeah, that's all. That's what I'm talking about. So, Carlos, dude, I really do. Tony, it was one of those nights, like, sometimes when you spend time with a guy, like, I don't know, there was something about last night where I feel like I just got closer to Carlos. I really did. I really enjoyed hanging out with him a lot last night. And he just reminds me of dudes I grew up with on the East Coast. Like, Carlos has kind of there's an East Coast flavor to him. I don't know if I can put a finger on it, but he doesn't say a lot. And he's just a rock solid guy. Now, when it comes to business, he's not messing around. Carlos is not messing around. He is a one-stop shop to handle all of your financial needs. I mean, think about, refinancing. Think about purchases in life. Think about personal loans. He can do all that stuff. And he has helped so many of our friends in the audience, in the PMP community. Carlos and Flex Funding can handle private money loans as we try to navigate through these really, really challenging economic times. I mean, there's just no way around it. Unless you're like in the upper 1%, you're feeling it right now. Everybody's feeling it. Everyone's getting pinched. And everybody's trying to say, like, how are we going to navigate this, dude? Like, you guys don't even want to know. And I'm not going to get into it. Tony, have you filled up your car with gas lately? Not a joke.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Did you take out like a second mortgage to fill the tank? It's my follow-up.
No, dude, but the sticker shock was ridiculous.
It's not even funny. I mean, I'm trying to make a light of it, but it's not funny at all. Then there's the grocery store. Then there's health insurance premiums. Like, it is mayhem out there with just cost of living. So this is a good time to talk to Carlos. He's a guy you can trust. He's a guy that we all know and like. And how does he do that? Well, he can offer you a variety of ways, a variety of different loan programs. You can talk about each and every one of them and which works best for you. HELOC loans, something Carlos has been doing for years, in the business over 25 years. Home equity lines of credit. Also working with Carlos, you never get hit with these hidden fees, no appraisal fees, no title fees, escrow, nothing like that. And just, again, like I said with Dan Coach Emilio, I think it makes a lot of sense for the people in the audience that are interested in Carlos's services. Talk to each other, like ask each other questions, like what was your experience like? What was it like working with him? But again, he's a one-stop shop. He's got several different loan programs he can help you with. Maybe it's a reverse mortgage in your that's going to work best for you. He's also he also handles any kind of financial matter related to commercial or residential real estate. He can help you there as well. And Carlos is licensed in California. So again, no matter where you're watching the show, and I do know that we have audience members that are out near Sacramento. We have audience members in Southern California. As long as you're in California, Los can help you out. And if you can't meet face-to-face, get on a Zoom call with him or just simply call him at 925-250-4894 or email him, Carlos@myflexnow.com. You're not going to find a better guy, and you're not going to find a more buttoned up guy when it comes to his services he provides. So do business with Carlos, enjoy the benefits, and tell him PMP sent you. And thank you, Los. Really had a great time hanging with you last night, brother. Great time.
Phenomenal time hanging out with Los. I went into Long Beach Pizza before going to Standard Deviant at about 1:30 and had a beer, and he walked in, and it was just a big bear hug of a Carlos De La Fuente that you get when you meet him or when you see him in person. And then, you know what is like a true testament of somebody's character, probably, I think, is like people that still have friends from like their childhood.
No doubt.
That are still friends with people from their childhood. When I got to Standard Deviant, Carlos was on his way like a couple minutes behind me from Longbridge, and there's two dudes there at Standard Deviant yelling, "Where's my boy Los? Where's my boy Los?"
Yeah,
and it was a couple of Carlos's high school buddies. I'm like, damn, that is a testament to the type of person Carlos is. And so if you want to talk to somebody that we trust and that can be trusted and that is also damn good at what he does and is also interested in creating a friendship, a relationship, not just a business transaction, that is Carlos De La Fuente. Specializing in HELOCs, but he also does VA loans. He does private money loans. He does alt-A loans, reverse mortgages, DSR loans, all kinds of stuff. He can try and help you out. 925-250-4894, 925-250-4894, or email him, carlos@myflexnow.com.
You know, at one point, Carlos, too, just one more word on Carlos, and we can finish up the slideshow, is that we had one of his buddies, not Herman, but his other buddy, Coach Dominic.
Yeah.
This dude was, he was like John Belushi come back to life, like this guy, or Chris Farley, like just all energy, reenacting John Montefusco's pitching motion, you know, showing us how he scoops grounders. And at one point, like, I looked over and I just saw Carlos doing some crowd control. He was like, "Yo, Dom," he's like, "Take it easy. Take it easy."
Yeah.
This guy was running around the whole place, dude, chatting people up. He was really fun. He was a fun guy, Coach Dom. But anyway, it's just funny. It was also funny to watch Carlos do like kind of crowd control on this dude. "Hey, bro, take it easy. Take a deep breath. Take it easy."
Did you imagine Carlos as a bouncer at like a really popular bar? I mean, I could.
I'll tell you what, dude, a couple times, like, I was patting him on his chest, like, because I get all, like, when I'm talking, I'm always like touching dudes and stuff. Dude, I was patting his shit. It's like a brick freaking wall.
It's pure granite. It's pure granite.
You
it's
felt
just,
it too. Yeah, the pecs, dude, the pecs of a De La Fuente, man. And I was like, "Dude, are you hitting the weights?" And he was all modest. He was like, "Yeah, you know, a little bit." But I can tell he is, because he is, dude, he was rock solid. His muscle.
Also, Paul, I want to mention one more time, 24th wedding anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Los. So, Paulie, in honor of the Los's 24th wedding anniversary,
give us the Los. 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 What loan would you like?
Give us the Los.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man.
Give us the Los.
Hey, dude, the thing, Paulie, Shanklin, David Shanklin, aka NorCal Refrigeration HVAC, he is fully like created expectations now. Like, people want a Dr. Young song, people want a Tom Stack song. It's great, dude. It's so great. So, David Shanklin, thank you for the musical accompaniment, and the inspiration is there from Carlos De La Fuente. Carlos, thank you for being such a great friend and partner to the show, brother.
For real, Carlos, man. Yeah, for real. And thank you for coming, too. Thank you for coming last night. I know you made an effort to get there. I think everybody appreciated that. Have a nice lunch with Corinne. I'll be probably sound asleep 10 minutes after the show ends. All right, Tony.
Look at these, Paulie. These are picks. Yeah, we're gonna do a few more picks. These are from Red Jet Shell, and then we've got a couple of videos. But these are Red Jet Shell. Look at these shots from Red Jet Shell. Look at that. The artistic eye to see that. And Paulie, I'm a big symmetry guy.
Yeah,
I love how that A-frame metalwork is down Broadway, right down the middle of the picture.
She was cool, man. She was really cool. I'm really glad she came. I was glad to meet her. And that's a nice shot. Good artistic eye right there.
Yeah, right. So then she gets a picture of Maryland and 22nd Street. There we go. And remember, 1070 Maryland Street is the location of Standard Deviant if you want to go up. I loved the holiday frolic in December during the nighttime, but being at Standard Deviant, like when the sun's going down and the weather was beautiful, was so nice. I can't tell you. I really enjoyed it. So again, look at that shot of the opening of Standard Deviant, the entrance.
Wow, she's really got the eye, man. I wonder if she's done some photography work, because she really does. These are all really nice shots.
Yeah, I definitely think she's done photography work. Definitely. Yeah. And look at that shot too. Yeah, right. It's great shots, man.
Dude, you know what, Tony? Save some of these for real. The pictures you're showing right now, save some of these, because we can use these. Oh, by the way, there's Peter behind the bar. I see him right there with the Jerry shirt. We can use some of these shots when we're doing Standard Deviant reads on Fridays, because we'll do one tomorrow. We can show some of these. Anyway, thank you, Red Jet Shell. Keep them coming, Tony. I love these. That's awesome.
We should have Red Jet Shell send these to Mark and Peter and Paul at Standard Deviant. I'm sure they would love them too. And then here you go, just another shot of the inside. It's such a cool shot. And then here we go outside with the pizza. There's Neil talking to Corinne right there.
Look at that sky too. Look at that beautiful sky, man. These are gorgeous shots. Wow,
aren't they? Yeah, they're gorgeous shots. And then look at that. That's a good shot, Paulie. You and I.
Yeah, really good. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. That's a good one, man.
Yeah, such a good shot. So thank you, Red Jet Shell. And then this is, I think, next door. I think she went to the building next door just to see some cool architecture. You know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what's next door, but I think this is inside the same building. So really cool from Red Jet Shell. And then, Paulie, I think we just have a couple more. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can load this. Stevie B. I'm going to stop sharing for a sec. And then Stevie B sent a video in. And let's see if I can load this. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. This is Stevie B's pizza porn from yesterday.
Oh, good. Oh man!
Yeah, just a quick hit. Then that looks like sausage. Is that the Polymex line?
I think it is, and it looks damn good. I had a bunch of that last night. I had a bunch of Polymex slices. Thank you, Neil. They were great.
So did I, man. And then Pine Needle sent this in from, from the actual ballpark. And Pine Needle was so good to hang with him yesterday, man. He was hysterical. He was a really funny guy.
Great dude. Great dude. His son is great too. Pine Cone and Pine Needle, both of them. Yeah, they're both awesome.
There you go. The scene inside the yard for those of you. And then lastly, Paulie, the last picture before we finish this is make sure I'm just getting everybody taken care of here because everybody was so kind to send their stuff in. Oh yeah, this is Juan Santa Maria and his brother Danny. We ran into them at Longbridge before the game, and they were having lunch there, and so it was really cool that they went to Longbridge for lunch before the show, and then I said, "Hey, take a picture of yourselves inside." So look at that; they sent a picture.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Totally nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, there's Juan and his brother Danny. And I was like, dude, they said they were upper deck. I'm like, dude, great night to have upper deck seats because you're going to get the whole kit and caboodle and you're going to get the whole pregame show and the smoke flag and all that stuff. So
I'll tell you the truth, Tony, that perspective right there, left field line, upper deck, I actually like it up there. I do. I had seats like that. I bought tickets across the board in 2014 for all the postseason games. And that's where I had my seats. So I was up there for like the entire, except for the Ishikawa home run when you and I were in the club section. That was incredible. That was freaking incredible that night where we were sitting. Like, oh man. But anyway, I do like the upper deck left field line. It's an underrated vantage point because, like Tony said, you get the whole game, obviously, but you also get the bay and you get the view. You can see it's just a great vantage point up there, man.
100%. And on a night like that, where it's a gorgeous night, perfect weather. And by the way, the Bay Bridge lights are back. So when the sun went down and it got dark, then the bridge starts lighting up again. So I'm so psyched about that. And that ballpark, it's 26 years old, Paulie, and it does not look 26 years old at all. I think that thing is just the best ballpark in baseball. Honest to God, of course, without Fenway and Wrigley, take Fenway and Wrigley out of the discussion. Other than that, I'll put Oracle Park up against any other ballpark in MLB, dude.
So would I. And it's very unique in that it is on the water with the cove and the splash hits and all that. And I agree, Tony. I think if anything, it's getting more prestigious over time because it's so unique. Like there's really no other yard like that. Maybe Pittsburgh, you can say, because they're on the river as well. And that yard, to be fair, I haven't physically been to Pittsburgh. What is it, PNC Bank Park or whatever? That place looks amazing. Like I really want to see a game in Pittsburgh. You haven't been there, have you, T?
No, but I really want to go to PNC Park, and I would love to go to a Steelers game as well. Like that whole setup right there along the Allegheny. I think it's the Allegheny, right? And then I hear downtown Pittsburgh's fun, and you could just walk across the bridge that goes across the river into downtown Pittsburgh. Right. So freaking cool. And yeah, I would love to go. Maybe we do a road trip, Paulie, see some Steelers and Pirates ball. And but finally, Paul, I want to share this to wrap it up. This kind of wraps it up, puts it in a nutshell, and we can send people on their way.
We got to do a Tom Stack spot first. We'll do Tom.
I want to show this too, Paulie. Stand by.
PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today.
Dude, that's insane. Who did the slow-mo, Tony? Who did that?
Yeah. Come on.
Uh-oh, I think we're losing Tony now. Are we losing Tony too? No, just say it ain't so. Are you with me, Tony?
No,
Are
I'm
you
here.
Okay.
I'm here. I am just trying to get I'm trying to get rid of this, and I'm going to try and show this one other way. But P, you can hear me, right, buddy?
I can hear you, but you're frozen. Your image is frozen, but I can hear you. Yes, and I'm sorry, audience. I really am sorry about this.
Oh, did that get away? Oh, come on. I'm just trying to get this video off the screen. That's all I'm doing. And I'm frozen, Paulie. This is just
I know. I'm sorry. You look good though. You got a nice smile on your face. I got to tell you, we've had more problems in the last 2 weeks than we have like the entire 2 years we've been doing the show. Now you're back. Tony, you know what I think it is? I think sometimes when you show videos, it compromises like
that shouldn't be the case. I guess I'm gonna have to go Ethernet into Neil's computer as well, because I think that's
I don't
I'm
know.
on the mothership. I'm on the mothership, Paulie. So
yeah, and that's a good rig. All right. Well, anyway, Tony, listen. We can show it again tomorrow. We can try it again tomorrow. But
can I try, Paulie? Let me just try one other way.
Okay.
And then if it doesn't work, then we're fine. But that's okay. All right.
Okay.
Hang on one sec. Let me
You got
get
it,
this loaded. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Just
I'm
standing
by.
last. Give it the old college try, Paulie.
Okay.
All right. Can you see that?
Can you see
there we go.
Little Jimi Hendrix? Oh yeah, I do.
PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. PMP VIP. Join today. PMP VIP. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Dude, shout out to Humdinger 87. She pounced on that those goodies. Like, I mean, she was like a lion, man, just pouncing on some prey. And hey, Tony, just as a follow-up, this might interest you. Yeah. Coming from the brilliant mind of a robot centaur, aka Fareed, he goes, Paulie, that's exactly the issue. He says that it's because we're playing the videos that screws up the rest of the broadcast. That's from the mind of a robot centaur, not Paulie Mack. I'm just relaying the message.
Anything that comes from the Centaur Sports Desk, I take very seriously. So,
Me too.
Right. So, Dom and I will keep cracking. Maybe we do a phone call with Centaur and anybody else who's, tech savvy or an engineer savvy. So we can maybe it might just be all Ethernet. If we just do Ethernet everywhere we go, because I know that's what Kruger does. Kruger does Ethernet. I know that Damon does Ethernet. So
I'll do whatever we got to do, man.
Let's write a Substation Blues song and the freaking Welcome to the Ethernet song. Okay.
Welcome to the Ethernet. You're gonna die. Okay, Tony. Do you know where you are? You're in the Ethernet, baby. You're gonna die. Yeah. You're in the Ethernet, baby. All right, Tony. Let's talk about Jump and Stack Flash, and then we can wrap for the day. Yes. Tom Stack, another one of our great friends, great sponsor, and just a great dude. Hashtag Ladies Love Stack. We've gone through this. Very handsome gentleman. He was at the game last night, and I think he has a little buyer's remorse going, because he wrote me a note this morning. He was like, dude, I should have come to freaking Standard Deviant and partied with you guys. And I said this is the beginning of the show just because there's a funny line from Stack. He goes, I'm doing some math over here, and it turns out I paid $90 for every hit the Giants had last night. And don't worry, folks, there were only 3 of them, okay? Only 3 Giant hits. I'm hoping we do a little bit better tomorrow in the second game of the season. But in any case, Tom Stack was at the game, and I know a lot of our friends were out there last night, and we'll be out there soon enough too. And just kind of looking ahead, as Tony said at the beginning of the show today, he said, I think Logan Webb was tipping his pitches. I'm going to tip my pitches right now and tell everybody we will have a night out at a Giants game later this year too. I think we did it in August last year, Dom. All right. It was August. It was later in the year. Anyway, we will do it. We'll have another big outing. We'll have a special ticket price and a package, and we'll take care of everybody for that one. So, and then Tony, by the way, sorry, before I forget, we do have a couple of more supers we need to do after Tom Stack, and then we can wrap. Okay, just making sure you saw those. Anyway, Tom Stack, listen, Tom Stack, let's go through his resume a little bit. For starters, He is a vital member of the community. He cares about the Bay Area. He's a San Francisco kid. He is also a 20-year member of the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce. He's lived in Lafayette since 2001. He is firmly rooted in the East Bay. He also sponsors that Taste of Lafayette. That's the annual spring restaurant crawl, which is held in Lafayette. Tom is one of the sponsors of that. In fact, Tom's face is on the passport that people use to check into every restaurant on that restaurant crawl I was just mentioning. He also MCs the Rock the Plaza music series, which is held in downtown Lafayette. Long time ties to the Grateful Dead and the Grateful Dead family, the organization. He was part of the whole thing. He worked for the band for a while. And then, of course, he's a he's one of these guys, Tony. He's not a musician, but he's a very active supporter of the music scene in the Bay. And I love people because we need that. Like, musicians need support and they need the community. Tom Stack is extremely active there. He MCs the music stages for the Lafayette Art and Wine Festival. That is every September. I know a lot of you probably go to that. It's a great event. I've been out there for that too. It's the preeminent festival in the Bay Area. It draws over 75,000 people every weekend in September when they do that. Last thing I'll say about Tom and his resume, he was voted the Lafayette Business Person of the Year in 2023. That kind of gives you some background about the way Tom is as a human being and the way he handles his business. Now, as a broker with Coldwell Banker Realty, listen, whether you're buying or selling, when you're having that conversation, it's time to talk to Tom Stack. So get involved, have a conversation with him, just break the ice a little bit. 925-878-9964. Our very own Miss Patty from Napa, the queen of the scene, Miss PMP 2025. She was doing business this morning with one of Tom Stack's referrals with the Lake Havasu thing. She's doing some real estate stuff there. So she called Tom and she was like, Tom, I'm in Arizona, but I need somebody I can trust and talk to. Tom was like, Patty, sit tight. Let me send somebody over. And he did. And Patty reported a very positive experience there. If you are, my point there is that you don't have to be in Tom's wheelhouse in the East Bay. But if you are looking to buy specifically in the La Miranda corridor, Tony's going to talk about that in a sec. Tom is the guy to talk to because you can trust him. He's a fun guy to hang with. He's a smart guy. He's not going to lead you into any kind of like trap situation that you're going to regret later. He's going to make sure you and yours are in the proper home that suits you and suits where you are in your life at this time. Maybe you're an experienced veteran. Maybe you're like, yeah, I've already bought 3 houses. I'm looking for a 4th now. Talk to Tom Stack about it. He will give you the proper guidance and assistance that you need. He will treat you like a rock star all the while. So break the ice with that initial conversation. Just tell him what you're looking for or what you're trying to achieve, whether it's selling or buying, and let him put his experience to work. Again, over 20 years worth of experience in the real estate game with Coldwell Banker Realty. Give Tom a shout, 925-878-9964. And you can also email Tom anytime. That is tom.stack@cbnorcal.com, Tony. And thank you, Tom. We'll see you next time, brother. Always a pleasure to hang out with Tom Stack. He's a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Paulie. Just wrapping up with a couple testimonials to hear from other people besides just Paulie and myself. And also the La Miranda corridor, Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda is where he specializes. That is his home base. But just looking at the testimonials on his page, I'm looking at Concord, Lafayette, Moraga, Walnut Creek, Martinez, Oakland, Alamo, Pleasant Hill, Moraga, Walnut Creek. I mean, it's Orinda, all over the East Bay. So it's not just the La Miranda corridor. It's all over the greater East Bay. Don and Steve from Alamo says simply, you are the best realtor anyone could ever want. That's from Don and Steve in Alamo. I found one from, I'm looking for it here. It was this couple out of, where do they go? Shoot. Chloe and Gregory in Concord. Tom is more than a real estate agent. He is an advocate for his clients. In the course of buying our first home, we never felt like Tom was trying to conduct a transaction so much as he was trying to find us a home. Perfect. Tom is a relational agent and a good listener that values his clients' needs, has an awareness of market trends, and is a strong communicator. He let us know when to sit tight and when we needed to spring into action. He negotiated a price below listing on our desired property with conditions that worked towards our favor. Tom was recommended to us through a mutual rock and roll industry contact, and we would easily refer him to a friend or reach out to him to help with the next move. That's from Chloe and Gregory in Concord, Paulie. So as they say, the proof is in the pudding. So Call Tom if you're looking to buy or sell, or if you know somebody that's looking to buy or sell. 925-878-9964, or email him tom.stack@cbnorcal.com. You won't regret that you did.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tom, for everything. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the friendship. A couple of final words here, Tony. Then we'll do the supers and we can go. I want to say, by the way, Frank's had a funny thought. He's like, we should all pitch in and make a little financial contribution and then go to Tom Stack for the official PMP, like, fraternity house or the official PMP clubhouse, where like all of us have a little piece of it. Maybe we each throw like $1,000 in or something like that. And then it's open for everybody. Like if you're in town, you're visiting, you never know who's going to be in there. Let's go check out the PMP house. You know what I mean? I would love to see that happen. I love the idea, Rags, and I'm on board. Count me in for that.
Paulie, that would be amazing. My Uncle Paulie and I used to talk about that, where we both lived on the peninsula, and Lamont lived on the peninsula. Like, why don't we just get a little studio in San Francisco?
What about the tatas? I saw a gal at the PMP house with tatas. You know what I mean?
It's on Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's the best.
I bought a house with PMP. There was a gal out there. All right. Also, Tony, dropping gals left and right. Gal this, gal that. Tony, I want to say also special programming note. PMP goes live tomorrow at 11 a.m. We are trying to be aware of the fact that the Giants have what I think is their real home opener. F Netflix, F Jameis Winston, all that stuff. Forget about all that. Let's just wash our hands of that. The real opening day is tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned. Playing a little day baseball as it should be. So we'll start our show at 11 o'clock, and we'll try to get everybody out of here in time to watch the real Giant pregame and then first pitch and all that stuff. So, Tony, some supers, and then we can break the huddle. Go for it, man.
Some supers, and we'll break the huddle, and we'll get on the Arizona Wildcat bandwagon for tonight. Tilt down in San Jose. Neil Donardi will be in the house rooting on his Wildcats. But first, Paulie, we've got Lily Merchant as a super. Lily, thank you for being such a generous super. And she says, sorry, I missed you all last night. I was not out of town, just out of mind. We missed you, kiddo. We missed you dearly.
Couple quick things. First of all, Lily Merchant, you don't have to apologize for anything ever. You're one of my favorite people. You're all good in the hood. Don't even worry about it. She says I was out of mind. Shout out Bob Dylan, Time Out of Mind. Phenomenal record. Phenomenal. What I think one of the best Bob Dylan records of all time. Check it out. Time Out of Mind. And then
Paulie, out of touch, out of time. Hall and Oates. Was she out of touch as well as out of town, or out of mind, out of touch?
Here we come again. Now, see, now I got to counter with some Rolling Stones. Baby, 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 you're out of time. Baby, you're out of time. Great track. Tony, I wanted to tell Lily Merchant, because she inquired also. She goes, did I miss the music assignment? It's nothing special, Lily. We kind of hatched it earlier in the show. We just said, since it is opening day, opening week in the bigs, how about songs about something new? Songs about the beginning of something, songs about starting something. The only caveat here is Creative Tony has ruled an edict. And when Creative Tony drops an edict, you better pay attention and follow through. He said, Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones will not be accepted. But anything else about beginnings, Tony, I've already made a selection in my mind. My selection is you might pee your pants laughing when I present what I'm coming with tomorrow. You'll never see this coming, but I have a very good idea, and it's kind of especially for you. You'll love it.
Paulie, my beats are ever booming, and you know I get it started. A little MC Hammer for you, Paulie. Let's get it started.
Don't show your hand, dude.
That's good. I won't pick that. I just wanted to give people a little taste of some old MC Hammer. And Paulie, because the theme that we always want to remember, we don't want to make it so easy for you to pick Start Me Up. We would rather, in the words of Zaza Pachulia, nothing easy. Okay, let's keep it that way. Nothing easy. Okay,
on a bright spot, on a day when we couldn't connect with Mark Cannizzaro because of technical difficulties, on a day when my mic wasn't working, I had to leave and come back about 100 times, on a day when we tried to show videos and the whole system collapsed. I will tell you this. The sound bites sound amazing. They really do. Yeah.
Let's go.
Herb is a plant.
Is that Shohei talking about what was loaded inside of his piñata last night? Or is that Bob Marley? Because then Bob Marley wants to chime in again.
Herbs are good for everything.
And Paulie, hopefully we can play this on Monday. Now, I hope this sounds good, but hopefully we're playing this on Monday.
Bombs away.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you broke that out of retirement. Thanks. And oh God, makes me miss Bobby. But we're keeping the Bob Weir spirit alive every time we play that. Bombs away. Great call.
Yeah, totally. And Paulie, just a real quick, Patty from Napa, super one last time. She says FOMO is real. Patty, I get it. I told Paulie Friday night about the gig in Brisbane when I was coaching Little League and I had to miss the gig. I'm like, dude, I'm a full-on FOMosexual on Friday. So you welcome to the FOMosexual family, Patty. And we missed you dearly, but we will make up for it when we see you and Mikey in the near future. And finally, Paulie, the last super, as it should be, the last super of the day. Corinne, thank you for being a super. Next event, baby shower for Robot Centaur and Mrs. Centaur and Stevie B and Mrs. B. So
Mrs. B. I want to meet Mrs. B. I really do. I love hanging with Stevie B. He's just a good vibe machine. He's a funny dude too, Stevie B. He's a funny guy. All right. Thank you, Corinne, so much. And enjoy your lunch with Low Steve. I'm going to be asleep in about 10 minutes. I can't join you guys today. I'm too cooked. I'm just being honest. But anyway, we'll do it down the road. And yes, we will definitely have more PMP Familia events this year. Believe me, you know what's cool about it? Truth of the matter is Tony and I enjoy these as much as you guys do. Like we really enjoy hanging with you guys. And I've said this before, I'm not trying to be obnoxious, but I am trying to communicate like how I'm feeling. And that is, I really do think we have the best audience in the Bay Area. Like, and that's no disrespect to any of the shows or any of the radio stations out there. I just think this group of people we have it happened organically. We didn't arrange this. We didn't know we were going to be doing all these events, but it's kind of shaken down this way and it's shaped itself this way. And I just want to let you know, Tony and I really appreciate you guys. And we thank you for all the support. Like last night was a testament to that, seeing how many people gave us their time on a Wednesday night. They could have stayed home. They could have gone to the game. They could have done a number of things. The fact that so many of you came out last night really means a lot to Tony and me and Dom too. So, and another very special thanks to Don Peralta. Hey, we'll do more tomorrow too. Miguel, you got it, brother. Nothing but love for all you guys. But we'll show more pictures tomorrow. We'll try the video stuff again. See if we can cook that up. But that's it, T. I'm dehydrated. I got a little bit of a headache, and I'm going to eat some lunch, and I'll be asleep like you read about shortly. So take us home, my good man.
I'm going to take us home, but I'm going to celebrate because we got this guy on the bump tomorrow. The tight pants are back for 2026, Paulie.
It's time.
Come on, Robbie Ray. Bring your tight pants, bring the glutes, bring the lefty action, and just get us in the win column tomorrow. Remember Joe Angel, Paulie? That's another one in the win column. Remember Joe Angel, dude? That's good
Shout
stuff.
out Joey Angel, dude. Whatever happened to Joey Angel? I don't know.
His home run call play. You can wave that bye-bye. I was like, did he just say bye-bye? It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
good.
The Joey Angel era. I forgot about that.
No, the Joe. I mean, remember? Oh wow, we could talk about that.
Don't even. No. Yeah. Don't.
Yeah, here we go, Paulie. So stand by.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right, Paulie.
Ooh.
Hey, yeah, that was a good one. That felt good. Paulie, I just want to say.
I was good. That was a good one. It was good. It was like boom, same beat. Yeah.
Last thing, Stevie Groschel is a super, and Grosch, so good to hang with you. He says, great to see y'all last night. Hashtag Jet Boy, dude. Jet Boy. By the way, Steve Groschel, he's trying to get me to pitch to him and play in the SI alumni game against Scarlet Fire's son, against my nephew.
Please, we'll all come down. I want to see it. Come on, man.
I told Steve, I said, as Paulie and I like to say, if it's good for the show, we might have to do it. So
that's why Tony, that's why I love this kid so much. Tony will do anything for the benefit of the show. And he's always been like that. Like he's always been game for whatever. Dude, if you do, count me in. And Groschel, nothing but respect for the Jet Boy shirt. The Jet Boy shirt was amazing. Feel the shake, brother. Me and you. Feel the earth shake. Great track by Jet Boy. All right, Tony, it's time to go. Thanks to all of y'all for such a great time last night. A lot of fun today, too, on the show. We'll connect with Mark. I told Cannizzaro we'll do it again soon, dude. Don't even worry about it. He was bummed out that he couldn't make it work, but what are you going to do? It was one of those days. It's all good in the hood. Hey, enjoy Sweet 16 tonight. Go Tolbert. Go Wildcats. And Tony, that's all I got. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m., y'all. 11 a.m. Scott Osler will join us tomorrow as well.
11 a.m. Scott Osler, and also we will introduce the bummer bracket. We will get deep into the bummer bracket next week as we prepare for the Final Four next Saturday. There'll be the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 this weekend starting today, and then we will introduce the bummer bracket tomorrow, and then we'll dive deep into it. We have a lot of fun matchups that we're going to get into every day next week, and then in preparation for the 2026 Final Four. Paulie, just want to say one last time, I know you did too, but I'll just, again, thank you everybody for coming out yesterday. Those who did come out, just incredible showing. So damn lucky, Paulie, for the PMP Familia. And thank you everybody. And thank you all of our partners, and Don Peralta, everybody for helping out the show. And that's it. That's all I got, Paulie. You good?
Everybody's cool. You guys break the huddle. Enjoy the baseball tonight. Enjoy the March Madness. And we'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Cheers, y'all.
Peace.